Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this picturesque setting, home to the Hokies, a team that prides itself on bringing the lunch pail to work every single week. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to start us off. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I, over the years, have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Receiver in motion now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, and the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
And the Hokies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And now the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1 Broadway. 3rd down coming up.
This is the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd and long. Snags it to throw. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. But you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground here. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
There's a 1st and 10 play. And now the running back's got it again. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's Punga. And the 2nd effort there will earn him the 1st down. The Horned Frogs are going to keep this drive rolling. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? Crosses the 10. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Hokies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. We had a short view of the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. The back's got it on a counter. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 9, TCU 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff heading left. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Testing the right side here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the Horned Frogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Tipped and then drops. Chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. It's a quick grab. He breaks into the clear. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
2nd down after the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This quarterback on fire today. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point's good. They're down 2, 9-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back.
Virginia Tech, 9. TCU, 7.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. With the catch, it's Palm. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They're going to run it here. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Thomas. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a gap, it's Thomas. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on second down. The pocket breaking down. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
A pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, bringing pressure. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Horned Frogs line up with a first and goal. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the back now goes in motion. Got the first down, now looking for more. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, they seal the edge. I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. It's like one more play here before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away, begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. And at first down, they go right back to him. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. You make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The back's got it. Good enough for first down yardage. And the Horned Frogs looking to run some tempo here. First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's now second and goal.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 11. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the single back. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the quarterback keeps it here. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
That's a solid run. Good for first down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here, he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
First down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. You misfire in the pass as time in the period runs out. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the catch. It's Paul. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The Hokies with 1st and 10 here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Second down after that previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The shotgun handoff here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Takes the handoff again. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the first?
The Hokies will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Hokies. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he runs it in there to extend the lead. Now it's a 3-score game. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Finds an open target on the left side. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. 1st down and 10.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
he gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. The Horned Frogs are on the move here.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looking to pass here on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And they'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and giving the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
First down. Looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's escaping the pocket now. Breaking free at midfield. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
And the Hokies will line up on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. A short completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. The Hokies will crank up the tempo. Third down, out of the shotgun. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback, and instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Defense loading up on defensive backs here, wanting to take away the deep pass play. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And a big game before he goes out of bounds.